Hello everyone, today we will talk about 9 things you need to know about Fast and Furious 8, aka The Fate of the Furious. Obviously, fans were expecting some drastic changes to the franchise upcoming trilogy, which is set to bring the series to a definitive endpoint in part 10. So for this list we'll be focusing on Paul Walker's return, Dom's betrayal, his origin story, locations, characters, some amazing cars, and of course explosions. Tragedy struck the franchise when Walker was killed in a horrific California car crash while still shooting Furious 7, so the movie was basically a goodbye to the late Paul Walker. But Vin Diesel always promised that we'll see him again. However, now Paul's brothers have hinted that the future Fast and Furious movie could bring back Brian, presumably using CGI. I had a phone call with Vin for about an hour and we really discussed this a while back. He wanted our blessing. Caleb told Entertainment Tonight. So because of the help of Caleb and Cody Walker, with Paul Walker's unfinished scenes for Furious 7, along with quite a bit of CGI, we saw Brian driving off into the sunset after finding peace with Mia and his family. It was a very touching way of closing, but apparently the idea of bringing him back with the help of Caleb and Cody once again isn't out of the question. Some reports say that Paul Walker will be represented through something in Fast 8, but we don't know for sure what. Starting with the 2011 chapter Fast 5, which introduced Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to the franchise, the Fast and Furious films have increasingly defied logic and expectations, turning the series into a full-blown action franchise, and recently it sounds like Diesel might want to bring Furious 8 back to the franchise street racing roots, and let's admit we all want a piece of that. For Diesel, his main priority is honoring Walker's legacy. So with that being said, Michelle Rodriguez, who plays Letty, said, Paul Walker wanted to bring it back to the core, which is racing. He was always complaining about the special effects and the blue screens. Therefore, the concluding trilogy may also be considered as an utter tribute to Paul Walker's vision, and I think we definitely can expect more racing.
We're at a place that nobody ever thought would be possible.
Havana, Cuba.
We are in Havana, Cuba.
And what might be possible with a Fast and Furious sequel going down in Cuba? Some origin story action, of course.
This is paradise. We're in Cuba where the Torettos started. We're where the Torettos first started. It's Fast 8. It's Dom Toretto here, back in his homeland.
If Diesel is indeed dropping some plot hints about the franchise Planet Goodbye trilogy, then exciting things are close for the Fast and Furious family. Given the exotic locale, we can expect plenty of high-octane action, street racing and a lot of beautiful girls. So Dom betrays his family? Hasn't he been the one saying nothing more important than family for the last 7 films? Yes, he has. But the trailer for Part 8, The Fate of the Furious, debuted with a shocking twist. Dominic Toretto has changed lanes to the dark side. So what's going on here? Is Toretto fully evil? Are we being tricked? Well, there are some theories out there like maybe Toretto is pretending to be a bad guy, or he had some kind of amnesia like Michelle's character Letty. If you take a look at Dominic's face in the trailer, you can clearly see that he let some anger get out of him, like he don't really likes where he's standing at this point. So the most reliable option is that he is doing this in some way for the best of the family. This includes blackmailing or something else related. So you think Toretto's betrayal isn't a big deal? Well, there is one plot twist that is sure to bring a lot of entertainment. In the new film, Hobbs, played by Dwayne Johnson, will apparently be in prison.
I will beat you like a Cherokee drum.
It's possible that he was framed by Cypher, or maybe he got mixed up with the wrong people between movies. People from Cinema Blend guess that Hobbs is undercover at an Iceland prison to get some information or to save someone from there. It's possible, but perhaps even more fascinating than imagining how Hobbs got in is dreaming to how he'll get out in a spectacular fashion.
One man has to go through everything in here, right?
So from the videos released on internet and from his quotes we can see that he is preparing an awesome prison break. Most of the Fast and Furious movies have taken place in California, but the main setting for this one was officially confirmed by Vin Diesel through a poster for the movie with New York City in the background. The production is also making history by becoming the first major studio to film in Cuba in more than 50 years, and one reason for that is the US lifting the trade embargo and travel restrictions to Cuba. Not only are we looking forward to see the location itself, we're also excited to see the awesome old American cars that will be featured. The Fast 8 crew has been spotted filming in Iceland with a wide variety of vehicles, including some armored trucks. That's supposedly where the movie's biggest action scene will take place.
Did you ever think you'd betray your family the way you did today?
New cast members were added featuring Charlize Theron, expected to be the meanest villain yet for Fast and Furious film series as Cypher. Also, Helen Mirren announced that she will be appearing in the film. I'll be in it, but only if I'm allowed to drive. But we'll see. Sadly, Mirren revealed that her character doesn't get to drive anything. What makes it even worse is that she's apparently one of the few actors on set who can drive a manual. I doubt The Rock knows, Mirren said. Speculation has risen that she will be Deckard Shaw's mother. Scott Eastwood also joined the cast as a law enforcement agent working under Pataky, and Christopher Hivju stars as Rhodes, one of Cypher's henchmen. An unconfirmed rumor suggests that Eva Mendes, who last appeared in Fast and Furious 6, will be returning as Monica Fuentes. With 7 films under its belt and 3 more confirmed, Universal's Fast and Furious has gone off from being a 2001 action flick starring a bunch of unknown actors driving fast cars into a globally adored multi-billion-dollar movie franchise. In this video from the Fast 8 set in Cleveland, we witness a few cars casually fly out from the 4th floor windows and then exploding into balls of fire. Quite standard for a Fast and Furious movie, all things considered. Also, a record-breaking explosion happened in Iceland, as seen in the video released from Fast 8 crew. We are able to take a look at some exotic sport cars, classic muscle cars and even a tank. There also appears to be a high-speed snowmobile chase as well. Just another day at the office for these Fast and Furious stars.
Hi, I'm Dennis McCarthy, Vehicle Coordinator for Fast 8. What I feel is probably the coolest cars we've ever put together for one scene, and it's without a doubt the most expensive collection of vehicles we've ever put in one place.
The best look we've gotten at the cars of Fast 8 comes from a Facebook live video recorded in some warehouse fully loaded with cars. Dennis McCarthy is showing off the incredible cars of Fast 8. One of the most interesting is the Nissan IDX Nismo concept. Fast 8 also posted a few clear shots for the most important cars driven by the stars. Quick, gritty and agile, rally fighter owned by Letty. Dash Ripsaw is ready for all-terrain combat. Hope's Ice Ram. It really suits him, looks like a rock. The legendary Dodge Charger, transformed into Dodge Ice Charger. And of course Roman, with an orange Lamborghini, on snow. The movie is officially called The Fate of the Furious and the premiere date is set for April 14, 2017.